Hello again. So today's update, a couple of things going on. First of all, after yesterday's video, I did successfully install the CPU. I was able to put the heatsink back, and I was able to boot into the BIOS, and I'm happy to report that the CPU seems fine. It posted, I went into the BIOS, everything looked normal, temps looked good, the cores were all responding properly, so I even turned on XMP. I didn't realize this motherboard had XMP support, so I found that in the BIOS and turned it on. Excited about that. It's only another 300 megahertz, but hey, you never know. So what I'm going to do today is got some Christmas money, give them gift cards and such, and so we've upgraded our storage here. So I'm adding 3 Western Digital Red Plus 4 terabyte hard drives and 1 more SSD. So this SSD here, this 1 terabyte, my current plan is this 1 terabyte is going to be the drive I use for hosting VMs and containers. It'll hopefully help with the responsiveness. My plan with the server is to host some game servers for games like 7 Days to Die, IL2, DCS. So by hosting them on here, I'm hopefully going to get some better performance out of that. The other thing that's happening today is, since this, you'll notice I put the cover back on the cage. That's because yesterday when I was test fitting those Fantex cages, actually I got this one right here. So when I was test fitting these and I tried putting them here, what I failed to take into account is the GPU sticks out to about here. So can't put the cage there, unfortunately. Still gonna use them though. I've been playing around with orienting them in here. So I'm pretty sure I can get them at least 3 high in this middle section. And I've got 2 more coming from Amazon tomorrow. So I will not be able to actually finish quote unquote this till tomorrow because I need that Fantex cage, and I also need 1 more power supply SATA extension cable for these because I've got so many drives I need to be able to plug them all into power. So we're still waiting on that. However, I want to first of all make sure that I can take these drives out, put these drives in the nice cage where they go, so they'll be the most vibration protected, and then these 3 Toshibas will go hopefully here in the middle. I'm hoping that a third one stacked on top of this will be able to fit right here. I'm a little concerned about clearance with these, but I'm thinking that because the back is hollow, that I'll be able to avoid any spatial issues there. But we will have to test and see, so that won't happen until tomorrow. Worst case Ontario, my buddy Matt does have the ability to 3D print drive brackets that can fit into PCI slots. So that will be our alternative if it fails. So I think I've been working on this a lot this morning, and I think I have the power situation sorted. It's complicated because I've only got 2 main power SATA cables coming out of this Roswell power supply, but as you can see, I've got 1 up here. The 1 extension I already have that I bought earlier is plugged into this. So up here, there is the 1 mechanical hard drive, and I did have both cache Samsung SSDs up here. However, I couldn't make the plug work with that. So what I did was I left 1 SATA SSD up here, plugged in the hard drive in this cage. I left the CD drive in here just as a placeholder, just so I know I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to plug it in, but I know thereabouts where my spacing will be when I do eventually move to a Blu-ray ripper. So I left that just to make sure the cavity is correct. I have the extension plugged in here, and I'm thinking that with the extension, with these ones, I can get all 3 of these. As long as I can do that, that means the other cable down here, this one can plug into the 3 drives in the middle, and then my 2 SSDs, which are the other Samsung, the one that I was planning on using all along, and this new one I bought. So we can do 1 or 2 things depending on how the cables fit. I can tuck 1 right here, like this, and that should fit just fine. And then I can put 1 on top of the power supply. Or if that doesn't work, I can look and see if there's another spot up in here on the back panel where I can fit them. I've still got some double-sided adhesives, so I should be able to use that to firmly attach them. And I'm hoping that the bulge in the case that the case gives you is enough that these sticking out won't be a problem. I mean, we're only talking about thickness of that, so I think that'll be okay. So yeah, that's the plan. So today I'm going to take these 3 hard drives out, put the new red ones in, and then I'm also going to make some test fits with the SSDs. see if that all fits together. So no exciting server finish video today, but possibly tomorrow. So we'll see what time those Amazon boxes show up.